Hi Dragons, it is week 3 of our last and final grading period, and this week we have another fun lesson for you. Hopefully you're watching our videos and taking our quizzes. Our first warm-up is a would you rather workout. So you're going to have two choices. For example, we have looks like cherry pie or apple pie. And in the video that we are going to watch, you'll have a choice. Which one do you like more? If you like the cherry pie best, then you would do jumping jacks. And if you like the apple pie, then you would do these windmills that this lady's doing there. So you're going to have an opportunity to try those, and it should be a fun little workout for you. Hopefully you have somebody at home you can do them with, and you can kind of make a game of it. Alright, so this week we're going to be talking about game strategy. And when we talk about game strategy, we talk about offense and defense, using those strategies. The team that is on offense is the team that has the ball and is trying to score points. So if it was in baseball, for example, the person hitting the ball is trying to score points. They're trying to hit the ball and get around the bases. The person playing defense is the people out in the field trying to stop him from being able to score those points. That's the defense. So the defense is the team that does not have the ball. It's trying to keep the other team from scoring. In soccer, it would look like this. We have the person here dribbling the ball, going towards the goal, trying to score a point. The defense is trying to stop that person from scoring the points. So, little coach, what is your favorite sport that uses offense and defense?
I love playing soccer.
Oh, little coach loves soccer. For me, my favorite sport to watch offense and defense would probably be hockey, although football is a close second for me. All right, moving on. We talk about practice. Practice means that you're trying to over and over again to do your best. So the more that you practice, the better you're going to perform. And like anything in life, you're more likely to enjoy it if you're good at it, right? Some people come out to PE and they don't like certain sports because they're not good at it. But I always respond to that and say, okay, well, guess what? There's only one way that you're going to get better, right? Is to practice. So the more we practice, we get better, and when we get better, we have more fun with it. So we work on skills at PE, and so those skills or movements should be broken down into their parts to practice before we put the whole skill together. So in the example of soccer, we work on dribbling, we work on passing, and we work on shooting. And then we put it all together into a game and we play soccer. Same thing with baseball. We would work on hitting, we would work on running the bases, we would work on catching, we would work on throwing. All those skills would come together to create the whole team. So we practice how to dribble, how to pass, how to shoot before we play a real game of soccer, and those things, the hitting and the throwing, before we do baseball. All right, another part of game strategy we're going to talk about are warm-ups.
Oh, you skipped something, Big Coach. There's a sentence that you've skipped to talk about during a game.
Oh, up here, you're right. During a game, let's make sure that you are fair and giving everyone playing time. Thank you, little coach. Being fair means that you're not only giving everybody playing time, but you're also playing by those rules, right? Every game, whether it be soccer or baseball, has some rules, so we have to be fair in our rules and giving everybody a chance and an opportunity to try their best. All right, yes, moving on, warm-ups. Before we exercise, warm-ups before we exercise are important to prevent muscle injuries and to get the body ready for physical activities. So one way that we do warm-ups, we could do a jogging, for example, or we could do throwing and catching and things like that. So moving on, examples would include jogging and then some static stretches. Static stretches are stretches that you hold. Shine the camera on me for a second here and I'll show you an example of a static stretch. So this is a stretch where I would be stretching, but I'm not moving. I'm just holding that stretch. A dynamic stretch is stretching when you're moving. So an example, stretching while you're moving. So So if I was going to stretch while I move, it might look like this. So I'm actually moving that stretch. The other stretch, I was just holding it still, the static stretch. A proper cool down allows your heart rate to get back to its normal rate. So after you do your activity, you want to cool down also. That is also important to prevent your muscle injuries. All right, so this week's assignments, you're going to be watching this kids stretching exercises with Bobo. It's kind of cute. There's this guy with his kids, and they are doing static stretches. And then I want you to practice doing some dynamic stretches. And you'll watch this lady who's part of a cool workout program that does dynamic stretches, and she teaches how to do some dynamic stretches. And then after that, go ahead and take our quiz. Hopefully you've been paying attention to our video. You can always go back to the slides to reference the slides. And number 4 down here, try to get active with your family or by yourself sometime during the week. Let's have a great week, Dragons, and we'll see you next time.